It's easy to feel isolated today, to feel that we are all on our own. Even in how we experience our faith lives, it can be difficult to distinguish between individual prayer and isolation. It can be challenging to appreciate just how interconnected our faith community is. When we enter into our sacred spaces, we have to make an effort to separate ourselves from the ways of the world. Anxiety, stress, a need for distraction, and a feeling that everything depends solely on us. Our Catholic faith encourages us to remember that we are not our own, that the weight of the world does not land fully on our shoulders, that we are in communion with one another, and that our lives are meant to be lived with a love for our neighbor. Whether young or old, rich or poor, sick or healthy, filled with faith or struggling, we are called to recognize that we are the Lord's. And because we are the Lord's, we are deeply and uniquely connected to one another as the people of God. Through Jesus Christ, we are meant to live our faith in a way and a manner that transforms us. As Catholics, we are connected to others beyond those we share a pew with on Sunday morning. We are connected to our fellow Catholics in other churches, throughout our neighborhoods, throughout the archdiocese of Galveston-Houston, and throughout the world. Through the Diocesan Services Fund, we are able to joyfully live out the command of Jesus to love one another as a wider community. DSF allows this local church to provide 64 ministries that do what no one parish can accomplish on its own. Supporting the Diocesan Services Fund allows each of us to play a hand in educating and forming the next generation of faithful Catholics through our 55 Catholic elementary and high schools. Over 17,000 students benefit every year from a truly Catholic education that molds the whole person, mind, body, and soul. An additional 75,000 children and adults are instructed through catechetical programs in our parishes, helping to spread the truth and beauty of the Catholic faith. With a gift to the Diocesan Services Fund, you are helping numerous ministries to feed the hungry, to assist abused spouses and children, to accompany veterans in gaining employment, and helping the homeless. As a Catholic community, we are also committed to remembering those who are so readily forgotten in our society. DSF-supported ministries care for the sick by providing medical and spiritual care, for the imprisoned and troubled youth, for those at sea and working in dangerous occupations, and for the elderly, expecting mothers, and those in need of Christ's healing love. The Diocesan Services Fund also helps prepare our seminarians to become good and holy priests by supporting their education at St. Mary's Seminary and elsewhere throughout the United States and abroad. The hundreds of priests and deacons who minister in the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston receive constant encouragement and training to serve this local church through DSF-supported programs. And as our priests complete active ministry and enter into retirement, they receive the resources necessary to continue praying for and supporting the church. Our faith calls us together to love, to serve, to give, and to pray as one community in Christ.
Brothers and sisters, we are the Lord's, because all we do as Catholic Christians is oriented toward the love of neighbor and toward the glorification of God's holy name. We are formed into God's own people. The 64 ministries supported by DSF educate, serve, gather, and sanctify us. They allow us to work together in carrying out the mission of the Church, which no individual or parish can do alone. Through the Diocesan Services Fund, we become icons of Christ in the world by demonstrating the charity of Christ through concrete actions. Join me in making a gift to DSF today.